Hey, what's up you guys? This is Marvel Jacob coming at you with another figure review, and today I'll be reviewing the Daryl and Merle 2-pack. Now, first, we got a brief glimpse of the figures already, but I'll give you a look at the packaging, which I did tear up a little bit, but you can still see most of it. Get a look at Daryl there. We got Merle on the other side. And then, it just shows the other figures you can get in the wave. Minus my tearing. Anyway, onto the actual figures. I'm wondering if I should angle this down a bit more. Yeah. So, I don't know, I looked around at stores before at these smaller scale Walking Dead figures, and I've never really been incredibly interested in them, despite The Walking Dead being one of my favorite shows. Mainly because they, most of the time, look nothing like they do in the actual show. Like, the face sculpt is usually pretty horrendous. And these figures don't really break that streak, but I got it mainly because of Merle. I really liked his character, and I thought, oh, spoilers, he's dead, so I thought I'd get it as a tribute to him, And these figures really aren't that bad as far as, like, figures of this scale go, in general. But, like I said, I know figures aren't going to look perfect to real people, but if you've ever seen the Shane Walsh figure of this size, then you'll kind of know what I mean about the face sculpt being horrendous. But anyway, these ones they're not awful, but they don't really look like the actors that play them, like Norman Reedus or Michael Rooker. But I'll give you a better look at them. Here's Daryl. You can get him in a pretty decent crossbow pose, though. I like that. And I'll take a crossbow out of his hand so I can get a better look at it. And probably looks as good as a crossbow could be at this scale. It's pretty cool. You kind of have to balance it in his hands, but once you get in that sweet spot, it sits there well enough. And now the actual figure. I think they kind of based the design of this figure off of the first season, because I know he hasn't worn that tank top since the first season. So I don't really know why they put this Daryl with the season 3 Merle, but if they were going to do that, they should have made Daryl from season 3 or something like that. But if you look at the face, well, you can basically tell it doesn't really look that much like Norman Reedus at all. But the rest of the detail on it isn't too bad. I mean, it's better than most figures. I mean, it's better than the Universe figures and things like that. You can see some of the dirt detail on the pants. I do like how he had like the rag in his back of his pocket. I remember that episode. Alright, not the episode, but I remember when he had that a lot in the first season, especially when they were in Atlanta. I think it was the Vatos episode, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll give you a look at the articulation. The foot goes up just a little bit, and not really much of a swivel or anything. A single jointed knee, kind of, and a hinge, I guess. I've been out of this for a while, so forgive me if I don't use the right terms. The leg has a swivel, kind of a tight one. That's what she said. And the leg doesn't. The leg goes up a little bit. And back a little bit. And it doesn't really go to the side all that much. The waist doesn't really move very well. No torso joint, of course. Single at the elbow. Sorry if I'm getting bad angles here, because I haven't really done this in a while. The hand does a 360, and it goes up and down. There's a cut at the bicep, a little bicep swivel, 360. The shoulder goes out a little bit like that. Back in, that goes up. I already feel the wrist getting kind of loose. The head articulation is pretty good. You can get them looking up not too much, but it does go around pretty easily, and it goes side to side well enough, and it's not bad articulation wise, especially for this size and type of figure and things like that. I like the detail in his shirt though. You can see some of the, it's like shades of reddish brown color, I think. Pretty good. Like I said, better detailed when I have other figures this size. And you can see the little thing for his knife right there. Sheath. Alright, now we can take a look at Merle. First I'll show you his accessories. First one is this M16. Now it's kind of your basic detail and everything like that. Little hints of like a silver on it. There's a strap which works well sometimes, other times not. Not much more to say about it. And the other accessory he comes with is a pistol. It's pretty much a flat gray silver color. It does fit very well in his hand though. You can actually get the finger and the trigger. And let's take a look at the face. And kind of like the Daryl figure, doesn't look much like the actor Michael Rooker at all. I really wish this one was better. I mean, like, why doesn't NECA make some of these? They do it pretty well, I'd think. But not, well, it is awful if they're trying to go for a good representation of the actor, but it doesn't look like him, but it's pretty well detailed, like on the other one. And again, they did a pretty good job with the dirt detailing and the paint throughout the figure, like the pants and the jacket. And the t-shirt he has underneath, that's pretty accurate. I like the dirt and sweat on that, I guess. And of course I forget what you call it, but the knife he has on his hand that he sawed off looks pretty good. Some decent shading on the knife there, and it's just like a black stain there. Not bad at all. And the hair is sculpted pretty nicely. Really like how they sculpted the jacket though, I'll give them that. Yeah, I sort of like how the pants start folding at the bottom. Shoes, again, have that pretty fine detail on it. Alright, I'll move on to the articulation. Huh. Isn't that something? Oh, for a second I thought this was actually molded into his hand, the pistol here. But no, it just fits pretty tight in there. But yeah, let's take a look at the articulation. The feet move a lot better on Merle than they do on Daryl. They go down pretty well, they go up. A little bit of a pivot or swivel, whatever you want to call it. Sharmus Prime would like it. At least this part of it. Single. Again, the knees move better on this one too, at least on mine. It's on that hinge, that's what you call it, I don't remember. Like it's all his pockets here, it's pretty cool. The legs, same, not really too much movement you can get out of them. You can spin them and rotate them a little bit, I mean. No waist movement, no torso. Hands do a 360, go up and down. Single at the elbow. Shoulders go out, up a bit, all the way around. Head, again, pretty good articulation on the head. You can look up a little bit better with this guy too. Side to side well enough, 360. And that's the articulation on him. And yeah, I'd probably end up liking the Merle figure better than the Daryl figure, because I did buy it for the Merle figure, even though neither of them look like the actor. I already said that a lot. But once you get past that, they're pretty good figures for their smaller scale, I'd say. And I feel like The Walking Dead, they're probably pretty cool to have if you have a bunch of walkers or something, or maybe other characters. I might want to get a few more walkers sometimes, but like I said, I'm not really into these ones too much, but I might pick up a couple just to display them with these guys. And they're about the same height too. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, they're pretty decent figures, like I said, for their scale. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about this, but I did keep this that came up in the package. You know, I just thought it might be cool to display them. It's the prison, the watchtower there. I kind of put them in it and just stand them up there. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Probably see a couple more figure reviews from me sometime soon. And it's kind of good to be back in the game, I gotta admit. I'll catch you guys next time. And, peace.